Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Shout out to my YouTube, Instagram, and my Facebook family. Hey, once in a while I gotta usually do this. I gotta make this video to like reorganize stuff. So I make content online, right? What I'm noticing is with the content that I make, right? It's real life content. This isn't here to be fancy. This isn't here to be cool. This isn't for none of that. And what I've noticed throughout time is I've made content with politics, music, and I fell into this life progression space, learning more, doing better space, just kind of just rolled right into it. I didn't really plan it. Now, I understand most people just use the internet to watch sports, movies, listen to music. They're really not about the self-help. They don't know about the self-help online space, right? The main reason why I pivoted to self-help was because, one, I used to watch a lot of Dr. Umar. I watched a lot of other motivational speakers and whatnot. And one thing I like best about the best ones, they would not only just be preachy or like, do this, you got to do this. They would also like use their own personal life. Like Umar, he'd talk about how he hasn't able to see his kids. He'd talk about how the school's taking so long. He'll talk, you know what I mean? He'd say his family, his mother, he's taking care of. He's real personable, so it gives a better connection to the listener. But the problem is with it is sometimes with certain individuals, it's like, how do I put it? It's like with certain individuals who not too familiar with this space, it's almost like they're like, oh, he crashing out. But look, right? When I try to give this is my channel, I give my personal advice. Once again, like I said, I try to use my life experiences because there's more nuance in saying things. So, say for instance, I talk about how you gotta try to be a better person. So I bring up the fact that I've been struggling with drinking. I'm quitting drinking. I'm this and this and that. Most people are like, oh man, what's going on here? When I talk about God and about how I'm trying to get back to God, you know, I left God for a long time and I'm realizing part of the issues was that. And I think you should get back to God. You know what I mean? And that can help you with if you have depression, anxiety, and things of that nature. Now, one thing I realize is there's a lot of people out there who are not ready to connect with their soul. You know what I mean? I know it because I used to be the same way. Whenever somebody would bring up God and stuff to me, I used to be like, oh my God. It's like pulling out a cross on a demon. As soon as you say God to someone, they're like, oh man, what's he talking about? And I say to them because if you want to change now, when I say change, right? I have a very close friend of mine, and they also have a drinking-ish problem. And so I said, hey, I'm going through this new phase. Hey, why don't you join me? He's looked at me like, what are you talking about? Ain't nothing. And I'm, you know, you don't want to press too much, but I'm like, hey, we starting a group. You know what I'm saying? With wanting to know if you wanted to be in it. What? I don't have no problem. And I'm like, come on now. And I'm not trying to intrude too much. But I extended the hand just like, hey. But some people just not ready. They're not ready. But I would tell those people, there will be a day of reckoning. Judgment day is coming. And you want to make sure whenever that day comes, you're right and you're one with God. Because in life, the most important things are people and time and relationships. You know what I mean? And if you don't start learning how to hold on to good people, hold on to relationships, hold on to, you know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen on Judgment Day for you. But for me, you boy Chief Mariah is trying to change. Like I said, it's hard trying to fight the flesh once it's been doing so much for so long. When it's used to going home and having a drink or two. When it's used to the weekends getting super lit and then masking it under having fun. But you're waking up and your head's banging. And you're disorganized. But you're going to show up to work on Monday like nothing happened. Like, you know what I mean? Once you've done that for so long, it's really hard to get your body. So you got to pull onto a higher source. When I was younger, I used to go to church and I used to wonder why like people in there crying. I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy is going through it. No, what it is you, some things you know you don't have control. Say if you have cancer, you have some illness, depression, anxiety, what they've been doing was trying to pull on a higher power to help them fight the flesh. The flesh is so hard to beat, right? And then once your mind has been trained to operate a certain way, like I said, it took me so long that I knew to even get to the God part. I was at first just said, I need to just do this. And I'll be like, what about the God part? And I'll say, you're doing too much, Mariah. You're doing too much. And it's like, no, you got to pull on that too. So it's a process. But some people not willing, they're not ready. You know what I mean? And I hear gossipings about me. And it's okay. It's okay. Because I've come to realize in this world, not everything's going to be for everybody. Somebody might take them a year to learn something, and it might take someone 10 years to learn that same thing. So, to the people who make certain comments on my content, right, and some negative, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I get it. I get you don't get the energy. It's a humbling Mariah. It's the ego down Mariah. It's just like all the extra bravado that drove me into a space in my life where I didn't like. You get what I'm saying? So now Mariah's back on, trying to get back on God's timing and trying to get back on being humble. You know what I'm saying? And working on the things and the traumas that I picked up throughout the years from trying to be that type of person. And it's not gonna happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like I told this friend, look, once you've been drinking alcohol for so many years, it's gonna be so hard to stop because literally your body will be craving it. Your body's gonna say, when you go past the store, you might be good for a month, and your body will be like, man, I want that alcohol. And you gotta be in that parking lot going like, God no, God no, God no. And that's why I get the crying. The crying is like pulling on the power and whatever system you believe in. You know what I'm saying? But once again, just want to let you guys know, if this content not for you, it's not for you. I get it. I got a lot of people who love my content. They hit me in the inbox. Most people don't really, you know what I'm saying? But they hit me in the inbox. If I make a video and it goes to 300, 400 people, if I can even help 1, 2 people, I feel good. Because that's what people did for me when I watched their content. When I used to watch Umar sitting there in his room, putting out libations and talking about consciousness, and that really helped me. And I'm like, if I could help somebody that way, man. But all right, gotta go. Y'all know the slogan, chase knowledge, don't chase money. Peace, love, positivity.